Hey, this is Daniel from Boujuke Productions. Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm going to be doing a little different video. I'm trying to test out a few different things. So what I'm thinking of doing and kind of pursuing in my channel is by doing some rankings and reviews, seeing if that's what you guys like, or, I really like making reviews. I like expressing my opinion and everything like that, but I'm not exactly sure still what exactly I want to do, what kind of theme I want to do. So at least I'm picking something, maybe in certain terms of strategy. I'm still going to do some travel vlogs as well of just the different places I'm going to go to, but I'm just experimenting at this point. So today we're going to do trying two, both NFL related. One's going to be the NFL quarterbacks, and the other one's going to be a prediction of the 2021 season in the NFL for all of the teams. As you may know, or if you don't, I'm a big Seahawks fan, so I might be a little biased on that side, but I'll try to be as unbiased for everybody else. But if you guys want to support my channel, go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe if you want to join me on this journey. I really appreciate you guys doing that. I am a small channel, so it'd be great to have people watching me. So let's go. So I removed the webcam here because I just want to show just the tier list here. I changed some of the titles, but the first one we're going to do is we're going to do the rankings of NFL quarterbacks. They're going to be pictured here, but I'm going to say their name. We're going to pull up some stats of them here real quickly. And then my tier list rankings are Hall of Fame, Elite, Pro, Need to Upgrade, and Stay on the Bench. First one is going to be Josh Allen. Josh Allen plays for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen had a huge year this year in 2020. He stepped up. He ran quite well. He threw when he needed. He was pretty clutch in the end. But the Bills, of course, couldn't get through the playoffs as far as they could. But still, very good team. Pretty good quarterback. Now, the problem is that, am I going to be taking into account for just their 2020 season, or am I taking account from like the years before? Because Josh Allen, the years before, wasn't that great. He had many interceptions back then. Now let's look at his stats here. He had 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He rushed for 8 touchdowns. That's quite a bit. Think that Josh Allen may become great, but I'm going to stick him in a pro for now. Next up, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Hall of Famer. He's just self-explanatory. Next guy is going to be Drew Brees. I'd say he's also Hall of Famer. He's just been so great over the years. Last year was kind of an iffy year for him, so a lot of people are saying he's going to retire, but I hope not. I hope he plays for the Saints at least one more year and try to get that ring. I'd be really rooting for Drew Brees here. Next up that's Teddy Bridgewater. So Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback for the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers went 7-9, I believe. Oh, nope, they went 5-11. Whatever. Yeah, they weren't that great. I think they're going to need to upgrade from Teddy Bridgewater and get an actual quarterback in this next year's draft. Teddy Bridgewater also has just decision problems, and I also don't like the way he throws. He throws kind of a weird sidearm. Jacoby Brissett, I guess he started. I don't know why he's in here. Jacoby Brissett's pretty good as a backup, but I believe he needs to stay on the bench as a backup. I don't think he's going to be a starter quality. Next up is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was the #1 overall pick last year to the Cincinnati Bengals. Honestly, I could not tell how good Joe Burrow was going to be. And I guess this list doesn't indicate, how, in between of a pro and need to upgrade. Because honestly, Joe Burrow is a good upgrade already for the Cincinnati Bengals. But I just couldn't see enough from him. And also, the Bengals went 1-7 or something, or 2-7 when he was there. So until he tore his ACL, which was unfortunate. So he's kind of a work in progress right now. So I need to stick him in there as a need to upgrade, but really it should be need to see what else he has in his next couple of years here. Next up is going to be Derek Carr for the Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr was a solid quarterback actually this year for the Raiders. They almost made the playoffs, but then kind of sucked the last couple weeks. He wasn't that great the last 2 years, but he's been pretty good. Still, I think, Derek Carr, you still kind of need to upgrade from him. I thought Marcus Mariota might have played a little better than him actually in some games, so I'm not sure exactly what to do with him. Is he a pro? I'm not sure. Next up is going to be Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. Everybody's all like, oh, Kirk Cousins has been pretty good. He went 35-13 last year. He was pretty solid, but everybody mocked him for not winning in the big games, and they didn't make the playoffs. Is he a pro? Sure, I guess. Not the best. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him in fantasy either. So I'm not sure. Dak Prescott next up. This guy is a really an anomaly because one, he was firing in all cylinders the first 4 or 5 weeks, and then he got hurt, and then now he's a free agent technically. They could franchise tag him, but is he worth that? Is Dak Prescott worth it? Now, is he needing an upgrade? Probably not. So I would love to pick him in a pro. As long as he stays not hurt, he can probably get the Cowboys back to the playoffs and be a dominant team as what everybody was predicting for the 2020 season. All right, next up is Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton was I think the quarterback for the Cowboys actually when Dak got hurt. But is Andy Dalton that great? No. Was he great back before? Sure, for the Bengals, but they never got to win a playoff game. So probably need to upgrade. Sam Darnold, man, Sam Darnold though, he was sometimes good, but then he was always injured, and I don't see Sam Darnold doing anything. Next up is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fitzmagic though, and Fitztragic at the same time. He would be so good in some moments and then just throw 3 or 4 interceptions the next. They got Tua in the wings for this guy over in the Dolphins. But he's been a pretty good journeyman. I kind of like him, so I'm gonna need an upgrade. Next up is going to be Joe Flacco. Yeah, for the Denver Broncos. He didn't really play. I guess he did play technically, but I think he should stay on the bench for the Broncos. Nick Foles. Oh man, Nick Foles has also been weird. He's been injured a lot. I don't think he's with the Jacksonville Jags. He's with the Bears. Need to upgrade as well. He's not that pro level as he was maybe back in the Super Bowl. He was pretty clutch, but not the best. Jared Goff, or as the memes will call him, Jared Goof. He goofed up a lot, made really bad decisions, and he was just traded over to the Lions. Now, the Lions as an organization isn't that great anyways, so he's going from a pretty good Rams team to a needing some ton of help Lions team. And that, he needs to upgrade. Ooh, Dwayne Haskins. He's gone. Justin Herbert. I believe that's Justin Herbert. He was pretty good. He just you need to see more development from him. Taysom Hill. Oof. Taysom Hill, if Drew Brees did retire, I'd be totally fine with Taysom Hill in the quarterback spot. He just is more of that Swiss Army knife. That's what it is. Could he start 16 games in a row? I don't think so. Lamar Jackson. Oof. Lamar Jackson is pretty good. He is not Hall of Famer yet, but I feel like he can step up. He threw for quite a lot here this year. He ran quite a bit last year. Lamar Jackson was 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions with 7 rushing, and he had 1,000-yard rushing. Damn. Yeah, Lamar Jackson can become elite, and he should get to the Super Bowl within his next 2 or 3 years here with Baltimore's defense, with everything. And they were getting up there, but they had some stumbles. Next up, Jimmy G. Jimmy Garoppolo for the 49ers. He's super good looking, but when you look at him when he plays, he gets really shifty. Do the 49ers need to upgrade? Yes, they do. Daniel Jones for the New York Giants. He was not great at all. He was 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 1 rushing touchdown. He was injured for a bit, but he's just not that great of a quarterback anyways. First round pick, guys who just need, I don't know if I can even say he should be even. I'm going to put him on stay on the bench right now because it's not that great. Next up is going to be Kyler Murray, the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray has been steadily going up and up and up as he's developing as a great quarterback. Number 1 overall pick about 2 years ago. And yeah, I liked him. He's a great quarterback for the Cardinals. I believe he can be an elite quarterback. Next up is going to be Drew Locke. Still don't know much about Drew Locke. I don't really like Drew Locke as a quarterback. He's also been injured a lot. So the Broncos really need to figure out what they're doing there. Patrick Mahomes, I believe, could be Hall of Fame. Probably definitely Hall of Fame. But he's only been in his 3rd, 4th year. So we're just not sure. But I'm going to stick him in Hall of Fame anyways, because I believe in the next 10 years, I believe he may get more rings and still be as elite as he is. Oh man, going back to when I talked about Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota could be right next to his mate Derek Carr, because they need to also figure out that quarterback situation in Oakland. Baker Mayfield did step up quite a bit from the past, and the Cleveland Browns have been pretty bad at picking quarterbacks, and Baker Mayfield's been actually pretty good for it. So I'll take these pro level for now, see if he can get into the playoffs and win more. Gardner Minshew, you guys need to upgrade him or stay on the bench for Gardner Minshew. Minshew Mania kind of was a fad, and Jags will now pick Trevor Lawrence, so upgrade him out. Cam Newton over the years, I'm going to put him in a pro level, but last year it was kind of like he was showing signs that he was not as elite as he should have been. Next up is Phillip Rivers. He's been playing for a long time, but he just retired, I believe. So, is he going to go to Hall of Fame? I don't know. He did play quite a bit. He did make the Pro Bowl, but he also lost a lot during the years. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer. He's been so clutch. I can't believe the Packers want to get rid of Aaron Rodgers. Josh Rosen, stay on the bench because, yeah, we're on the bench. Big Ben, there's a lot of people saying Big Ben should retire as well. But then who are they going to replace him with? I still think Big Ben's a pretty good player. He's been hurt a lot now these days. Is he Hall of Fame? Same thing for Phillip Rivers. I think a lot of people are going to put him in there, but I'm going to stick him in elite for now. Matt Ryan, too. He's also pretty elite. Yeah, I'd say elite. In terms of his numbers, Matt Ryan has been really good. But in terms of his team's issues and him being hurt a couple years before, is also kind of in there. So he's not Hall of Fame material. Also, 28-3. Come on. All right, next up, Matt Stafford. Stafford, I'd say, is better than Goff in that trade. Matt Stafford is a better quarterback. He makes better decisions, but he's been on just a shitty Lions team for like a long time. So being with the Rams might pick him up. Ryan Tannehill for the Titans. Pretty good pickup, especially when he was almost out of football. He got onto a team, but it was like a backup. But he finally found his rejuvenation with the Titans, and he's been pretty solid. Next up is Mitch Trubisky. Same thing for the Nick Foles. You're just not sure what he's going to do. He was pretty indecisive too. Not the best quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa is next. Tua, again, is with the same first years. We just not sure where he's going to be in the next couple of years. So we need to stick him in the need to upgrade. Deshaun Watson, he's been really good on a really bad team. That's what I can really say. And a lot of people are trying to trade him or thinking about trading him. But I don't know. I believe he should still stay on the Texans. They should keep his salary. I'm going to stick him in pro level for now. We're just not sure how good he is. And then Carson Wentz, oof. He got traded to the Colts, I believe. Which, the Colts just, lost Phillip Rivers. They're not going to trust Jacoby Brissett. Carson Wentz might be good for them. He might need a good change of scenery from the Eagles. Carson Wentz needs to be upgraded, or we need to see what he's going to do with the Colts. Now, as I said, I'm biased with Russell Wilson, so Russell Wilson is going to be a Hall of Famer for me. But also, really, in hindsight, if Russell Wilson can win, in 3 more seasons, if he has a winning record, first year ballot Hall of Famer without anything. He's beating many records. And holy crap, he hit 40 touchdowns passing. Oh, and last but not least, Jameis Winston. Stay on the bench, mates. I don't want to see another 30-30. Same thing with Ryan Fitzpatrick. He had a 30-30, which is 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. That shouldn't be possible. You shouldn't do that. That is my list. There's my Hall of Famers, my elites, my pros. Look at that need to upgrade list. It's crazy that all these quarterbacks need to figure their shit out. And the quarterbacks that shouldn't even be playing in the league.